Hey everyone, my name's Kimberly Shipley. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. I just want to I've read some of my comments and kind of disappointed in some of y'all on this. There's a certain person, I won't come to save their name, letter starts with J, that has been making some, I would call it, yes, flirty type comments. Now, I try to respond back to everybody because of the algorithm of YouTube. But I just want everybody to know I did block this person. I felt the same way. I started thinking about it, and I decided to block him. So, if anybody is thinking that just because I leave a heart or something like that, no, it's not a flirty suggestion. No, I'm not interested in nobody, and I don't flirt with men. Yes, I'm attracted to man, but I don't want you to get the wrong opinion. I'm not looking for a man from a YouTube, somebody that just chats, says something, leaves a comment. No, it's nothing like that with me. Here on YouTube, it's about fixing my home up, doing things around my house, things like that. If you want to keep on my channel for that reasons, then you're more than welcome, but don't judge me. I've noticed some people kind of making a judgment about me. And if you wondered why in the last video, I noticed some of y'all said something about that. The person that done my floor asked me to give their business a shout out. And of course, I'm saying that where you can locate them. So if that's what some people is meaning by I'm revealing my location, I'm not. So I'm kind of disappointed with a few of those comments as well. This ain't nothing about revealing anything about me. But I did promise the person that I would give their name out and a shout out to them because they done outstanding work, and I'm very happy. They're getting ready to come next week and redo my hallway that needs to be done. That way I can have it done the proper way, including laying laminate and everything. That's the reason this coming up week I was going to include videos about painting my hallway so I can get it painted before he comes back and does the work on the floor. If it drips on the floor, then it's going to be refixed in a few days anyway. I already have the laminate. He had me to overbuy, which I knew what I was doing. And so I'm like, if this is enough left, let's go ahead and do that. But yes, that's the reason I said what I did, because I was giving him a shout out because he had done a very good job on the business. Here in our hometown, we don't think about that stuff, so it's the only thing I'm saying. If you think that's revealing too much, no, I really don't feel like it is. I'm not giving out my home address or nothing like that. So I just want to make that a point to put that out there. Just because you're watching my channel doesn't mean you should overly judge me. I had some people saying, oh, she's flirting back with that guy. No, she ain't. I leave that to everybody, not just him or anybody else. I do it to keep the algorithm up. But I went ahead and blocked that person because that person seems to be keeping an issue. And I am agreeing, though, that I didn't enjoy seeing all the comments that person was posting as well. To me, so I did make my own judgment and decide to block that person. But I kind of found it heavy when I read a few comments. Oh, I think she's enjoying it. Her husband had just died. All this. He sure wouldn't be happy. I ain't even dated a man. And I've had my offers since my husband passed away. I've had several offers. But I loved my husband. And let me get that straight with anybody on here. My husband was my world. I try to be nice to everybody, so that's the reason why I try to, like I said, leave a heart, leave something to somebody. That ain't flirting to me. That's just being generous and nice. My daddy raised me to be a nice person. Not to overly thank people, not to overly do. And no, I'm not lonely. That's another thing I read the last few hours. No, I'm not a lonely lady. Do I live alone? Yes. Do I want a man right now? No. So, there's a difference, Yeah, sometimes it does get lonely. I lost my husband. What do you expect? I lost my husband in front of my eyes. For crying out loud. It wasn't just losing him. I sat and watched him physically go right in front of me. And who's to judge me? That's a problem. Ever since I have lost my husband, I've had too many people trying to judge me. What I should be doing, how I should be mourning, this, that. And some people take it because I try to be nice to everybody. That, oh, that's overly flirty. Oh, this is that. No, it ain't to me. It may be to you. I don't know. I can't answer that question for yourself. But for me, it's not. And that really, when I was reading a few of those comments, that really hurt my heart to think, these people think that little about me. What are they watching me for in the first place? If you think that little of me, why are you on here watching me? If you think I'm sitting there flirting with that person just because I left a thumbs up or heart or something like that, I'm doing it to get the algorithm out on YouTube. When you comment back to people, that's what helps your algorithm. This is a money thing for me. I ain't gonna, fudge about nobody. Yes, I do share some of my life. That's just part of it. Mostly it's about doing things around here. My son's bedroom was the last thing I was doing around here. So, and he's been super excited, and all of a sudden everybody just, oh, because that person's saying that. I can't help what this person said. I try to be nice to everybody, but I finally got to the point I felt like the J word person had to be blocked. And I did what I did. I blocked that person. And for the reasons that I thought it was. Not that me, I'm like this, this is kind of getting out of hand. So it's time maybe I should block that person. That person, y'all don't even know the whole story. That person has tried to contact me through YouTube, and I had to block them that way too. Oh, YouTube, Facebook, I'm sorry. I'm a little aggravated about it because I'm a little aggravated to some other people that views my channel. I felt like feels that little about me, and if that makes sense. That, oh, she's just flirting with him and all that. No. Again, I leave a heart. It's not flirty for me. It's not flirty flirtation. I'd leave it to a woman, same as I'd leave it to a man, or thumbs up, or anything like that. If I've got a lot of comments, I'm trying to go through them. I'm trying to be nice. I try to be nice to everyone. Even if somebody's, could be stalking, let's say. Or overstaying their self, I guess. I don't know. But, I hated I had to make even this video right here because I really wanted to do a cleaning video tonight. But I've been kind of sick today. And so, well, y'all are sitting here judging me for, though, like blocking that person. Oh, I left a heart, so she's flirting back. No. Again, a big no. I hate to tell you, but you don't know about me. I loved my husband. Again, in reality here, in my real world, I could have dated about any man I wanted to. And I have had men to ask that I know in person. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. I still mourn over my husband every single day. But just because somebody's trying to stalk me in that way or whatever you want to call it, I get to the point I had to block that person. And like I said, that person even came and got through my Facebook, sending me messages. I'd never reply back. I blocked them. So again, you, as my watcher, don't know the whole story of what things are going on. I don't post everything. And I do want to make that clear. When I gave a shout out to Ben for doing my flooring, he asked me to. And if anybody local's watching, they know to contact him. He's a good carpenter. So that's the reason why I mentioned about the town he lived in. And if you think that's oversharing, I'm sorry. But I feel like the people deserves a shout out should get it. And that way, if anybody else wants to contact them, that'd be great. I'm not giving my physical address out to nobody. The only thing you see is the front of my house and you see the inside of my house. But otherwise, you don't know about my home. I don't know how much I can hide everything as far as somebody's been mentioning me having a P.O. box. That's still going to tell the town I live in. So, if you think that's too much personal stuff, that's one reason I hadn't even made a P.O. box yet. Somebody mentioned about wanting to send Caleb a Domino's gift card or something, and that's great. He'd enjoy it. He loves Domino's. And, getting blessings is a wonderful thing. I tried to add my Amazon account, which you might can do Domino's gift cards on it, but people, for some reason, can't seem to open my Amazon. So I don't know. I can't figure that part out. And, I didn't really want to make this video, but I felt like it probably had to go ahead and get made. And just reading some of these comments, and, again, I tried to look over nasty comments, but, these been people that have, watched my videos every day or something like that. And I'm like, one day I could, I put the laminate flooring video on there, and, when it was bad, it was bad, and now it was good, I put a video on there. It feels like somebody's trying to nitpick me about something. I don't know what else to say. I've always been a poor girl. Nothing rich. I do have my own security. So no, I'm not worried about my security of anything. So if you feel like that, then, that's not my issue. There's many people that put videos on there about their home life, redoing their home or whatever. And lately, the last couple of videos, I can't believe the backlash I've got on things. That's very, I don't know, it just kind of, some of them hurt me. Really to a degree, they hurt me. Feelings wise. And I'm just like, I wanted to address this because this ain't, it just ain't nice. You're judging me. And some people that's been watching my channel a while start judging me all of a sudden about this guy. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. I don't want to meet nobody through YouTube. And I'm not trying to flirt with anybody through YouTube. That is beyond for me. Again, I know plenty of local people I could date if I wanted to in a heartbeat. Could have a date tonight if I wanted to. And am I lonely? Of course. But I choose to be this way. Things has been hard, but I still want to stick it out by myself right now. I don't want another man. It's just, oh, and here it is, me and my son. Oh, sorry I didn't sleep last night, and you have to overlook me. I'm on medicine for my lungs. Then I'm sitting here getting backlash from, people that's supposed to watch my channel to care, I thought. So, I've made it to 3,100 and I think 10 people without looking. I'm not looking at it right now, and I'm gracious for all my subscribers. But I don't know why people's trying to backlash me lately. Judge me, on things they have no clue about. I can't help what that person was responding to me. I tried to just put something nice, a thumbs up, heart or something, just to keep my algorithm up, because when you comment and I leave something back to you, that does bring up my algorithm. And I got to thinking this person is just too much, and I did have to block them. But I had some people judging me before I could get them blocked. That kind of wasn't nice about me, and I ain't done nothing. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, and I'm sorry for the rant tonight. But I've kind of made me feel a little bad, to be honest, y'all. You know, I'm just old country girl over here trying to make some money. You know, I enjoy doing YouTube. It's kind of a relief for me, a stress relief. It does help me make a little bit of money, you know, to help even fix my home. I mean, right now, not a rich man's or rich woman's money, must say. You know, I'm a woman. But I'm trying, y'all. I mean, I try to give y'all something to watch, a motivation or something, but it just seems like everything anymore, everybody's wanting to judge me, and I just don't get it. When I see that, that wears me out mentally. It kind of mentally puts me in a position in my brain that, do these people even care anything about me? Why are they even on my YouTube? I mean, it really kind of hurts. Because, you know, I hate blocking people unless it just truly has to be. Because I guess I'm just maybe too kind-hearted. I don't know. I was told that before. And then I get people judge me, oh, she's flirting back. I didn't like that at all. Because no, absolutely. I wouldn't flirt back with nobody. Why would I flirt back with somebody I don't even know? And again, I had to block them on my Facebook as well. Because they did try to come on my territory. And, you know, I don't mind somebody sending me like a Facebook message and just want to talk. But I don't add people from YouTube to Facebook just because my Facebook's mostly people I know. You know, and I don't mind, you know, chatting with some ladies on there that, you know, making friends with and stuff. You know, I welcome that. But anyway, I made this rant tonight, and I'm sorry. You may not like it. You know, sometimes lately I hear on YouTube, no matter what I do, no matter what I post, it's not good enough. Or I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like nothing I can do is good enough. Something's going to get mad. Whether it's about this person, J, their first initial. Whether it's about that, whether it's about my home, whether it's about laying laminate flooring. Somebody's going to judge me. And I don't get it, and I don't get why. But anyway, tomorrow I'll try to make a motivational video. It just kind of, I read some comments and just really deeply hurt. So, chances are people even watching this probably don't even care. I don't know. But it can mentally drain somebody trying to do these videos. So, anyway, I just wanted to point this out there. If you like it, you like it. Give it a thumbs up. If you don't, put it a thumbs down. I just don't care no more. I don't care who I'm trying to make happy. Because I feel like lately, no matter what I do, I could be standing on my head for 14 hours in this video. I'll let you watch me stand on my head for 14 hours. You still would not be happy. Or in my eyes, that's the way I'm feeling right now. You could stand here and watch Teddy beg for 5 hours. You're not going to have to beg for 5 hours. He's looking at me funny. But I'm just saying, no matter what I do, I feel like maybe it's not good enough for people out here. And that gets me frustrated. You know, I could take a squishy and squish it for 30 minutes in my hand. And that's all you see is just my hand squishing. And that's not going to be good enough. I mean, you could read in the comments about a squishy ball or something, whatever. I don't get it. So I don't get lately what I'm doing wrong. That's so wrong to so many people. Or some people, anyway. Anyway, thank you for hearing me rant. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't like it. But anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I'll try to get a motivational video tomorrow. You know, if I'm up to it. Heck, I may even just paint and not even be on here. I don't know yet, because that kind of just really hurt deep, seeing the stuff. I'm trying to do YouTube to make it out there, to do something in my life that's better than just what I've had all these years. To make an inspiration to people. But lately, I wonder if I even can. Heck, that's up to you, the subscribers and the watchers and stuff. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. So anyway, hey, everybody, have a good night. I'll be back on as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.